guys. I know I haven't been recording for quite some while. As usual, I always hope to catch up. And today, I want to record something I've been thinking about for a while. I'm going to talk some about karma. And this will address not only how your past lives may affect this life, but also actually how you're dealing with problems in your current life. So I've heard some people describe karma as you reap what you sow. And I guess a lot of people have this concept that if you've done something bad in a previous lifetime, you will have to be born again here and somewhat make it right. But I really want to stress, and I'm basing this on my memories from previous lifetimes, that there is no one judging you. There is no court up there who's judging you. There is no vengeful God that is looking down at you. It's just you. All we have is us in this. Life is heart, life is relationships. Look out in the nature. Does nature need a boss? Does your body need a boss? It needs balance and harmony, and all of us together is helping out to create that. And what's been problematic with humanity is that we are not always as constructive in our growth process, are we? So what happens is that humanity, I try to explain what I think is the greatest pain point for humanity. I described it with the, let's say that you have a canary bird and for some reason you forget to feed it. So you have this pet bird that is looking at you and you realize, oh my God, I forgot to give it breakfast. Instead of giving it food, when you remember that you have forgotten it, you feel bad conscience. And you're like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? And you start hitting yourself. Oh my God, I'm a bad person. I'm a terrible person. What have I done? So you don't give it lunch either, nor dinner. And at this time, you feel so terribly bad about yourself that you can't even stand to look at your canary bird because it gives you such horrific feelings about yourself. So you say to your canary bird, sorry, I can't even look at you because you make me feel so bad. So I'm going to lock you in this wardrobe. And then you go to work and you try not to think about this canary bird. But it's the only thing that you think about. You can't get it out of your head. And it creates this anxiety because you have to kill that feeling of anxiety that you've done something wrong. Maybe you start to use substance abuse. You do everything you can to not think about this. And for the rest of your life, this anxiety grows and gets worse because now you can only imagine the kind of shape that your canary bird is in because you haven't fed it for a month and years. So now it's way too late to open that wardrobe. It's way too late to open the door up and give it food because you think it's already too late. And that is what human thinks. It's too late. So I just have to live with these bad feelings because it's too late. So no one does anything. And we go out in life and we try to suppress this feeling, this anxiety feeling that we all carry. And we try to make the best of it. And eventually we die. Because it's like we can't live with this feeling either way. We can't. And we try to not always pursue happiness as much as kill the pain. Escape the pain, distract ourselves, and say everything is fine. And if I keep myself busy, I don't have to feel these feelings. That is one problem. And you don't need a bad guy to put you in this kind of problems. And I can also argue that if you could solve this, you wouldn't have any problems in your life. You would be free, you would be happy, you would be creative. But now you're holding it all in because you can't address this. And when it comes to previous lifetimes and karma, so let's return to that question. No, it's not like a lifetime goes wrong. Like, oh my God, this did not end as it was supposed to end. So I have to live again and I have to make it right this time. And all the character in this life has to make it right this time. So I'm born again, and the same people I met in that lifetime is also with me in this lifetime. That's common. And I hope for another outcome. And I fail once again. Or everyone in this life fail. And we try to do it again. And it still fails. I used to do this, therefore I give you this example. I remember lifetimes where things didn't go as they should. If I was a woman, I didn't get the guy, or that love relationship was missed, or I didn't speak up and something bad came out of it. Or I did speak up and out of anger and something bad came out of it. And so I think in this lifetime, it will be another outcome. But the outcome never changes. And for a while I was like, my God, how many lifetimes to fix this? And then I realized that it isn't the outcome that will ever change. It is, why did you experience pain at the first time? The first lifetime when something did not go as you wished. Was it because life is evil? Was it because there was an accident? Or was it because what you perceived as suffering was the cause of something that you did not understand about life? So I had to learn with some teaching from your higher self. When you start to wake up, you get more answers, you get more understanding. So call it whatever you wish, but the answers eventually come. I got to look at it. I got to look at the situation. And I realized that I was so unwilling to change my own perception about how life worked. So I was so fixated that the only way for me to be happy was that if everyone did a certain thing, that it ended in a certain way, that I couldn't see past it. And it caused suffering, and it continued to cause suffering because I refused to get it. Just like when we lock in that poor canary bird in the wardrobe, and we actually think that our life can continue to be well and good. Like, we can ignore this. We can't ignore it. You can't ignore pain because you are aware of it. And when you experience pain, especially sustained pain and suffering in a lifetime, it is no longer because of an outer situation. It is about something that you're unwilling to grasp, unwilling to release. But still life is urging you to understand. We rather hope that everything else around us change than change that. So when people are looking for solutions on the outside, solutions that will never come, whether the people who believe that, I don't know, technology will save us, or the people who think that some magic military will save us, whatever people believe, it's not going to happen. Just like your partner will not suddenly change and make you happy if you're not happy now. It's not going to happen. But there is hope in this, because the answer will come from you. You will be the savior, so to speak. And this also means that just like we don't have to fix anything that happened in a previous lifetime, you feel bad about an outcome because you still feel hurt. You feel bad conscious because you locked in the canary bird in the wardrobe, not because you did something wrong. Apart from that, you perceive that you yourself did something wrong, and therefore you continue to live here. And you think that that feeling will magically go away without you opening the wardrobe, but it won't. So instead of opening that door and feeding that bird, we project things, we trigger each other, we chase each other. We closed the door to nature, and then we started chasing each other for them to fulfill the needs that we can't do for ourselves. But everything is relationships, and it's not sustainable. We can't do that. So if you're experiencing suffering in your life right now, whether it is because you are in a relationship that you know is kind of hopeless, maybe you are giving too much, or it just doesn't work and you keep on hoping and hoping for it to change. Or if you are in a work situation where you kind of feel the same, this is not your workplace to be, or a living situation that is also not your place to be, and you're kind of hoping for something outside to change, life wants to explain to you that for every day you wait, you may feel this suffering being more and more prolonged, because for every day you wait, the canary bird is in that wardrobe and you're going to feel yet another day where I haven't fed that bird. And if I don't start to feed that bird, things can't start going magically well. So you are starving yourself in important areas of your life. And you think that you can compensate it by doing something weird, but you can't. And instead of making things happening in the future or in another life, just think about what it's all really about, namely your own understanding of life, what you are bringing into life. That is what it's all about. You don't have to postpone anything. Why are we postponing things? We think that someone else will do something that will change whatever you're feeling. But it's your intention that needs to change. You have to stop making yourself suffer. And you have the solution to let go of that pain. And if you don't let go of it, you will keep carrying it to the next situation and the next situation. And yes, sure, sometimes we meet a person that makes it easier for us to let go of our own pain. Sometimes we enter a situation that makes it easier for us to release that pain. But the fastest way to reach these releasing situations, whether they have to be experienced on the outside or whether they have to take place within you, is to be prepared to open yourself up for it, is to be prepared to open that door to the wardrobe. I don't care if you neglected that canary bird for a week, a month, 10 years, 50 years. Open that door. And then no one can stop you. No eternal enemy or catastrophe or bad luck or anything can stop you. Your only enemy is you yourself that locked in that canary bird and decided to ignore it because you fed bad conscience. That's the only thing that can stop you. And it's also the only thing that can save you. So dare to open up the feelings. Dare to open up the feelings. When people say they don't know why they have anxiety, they don't know. I make jokes that we are very good at pretending to be stupid, but we're not stupid. But we rather pretend to be stupid than admit that we know, because then we have to know and then we have to feel. So let me encourage you today to feel and let it all in. Because it won't kill you. I will say it will not even hurt you. And you are loved by everyone. No matter what you find when you open that door, you are loved by everyone. And when you open that door, then you can love for real. That's all for now. More later. Bye for now.